Thanks for popping along this afternoon, and it's good to speak to you. You're in your last perhaps few weeks now of the interim acting up Chief Executive. How have you found that over the last 12 months?
Yeah, it's been a great experience over the last 12 months. I think it's something that I've certainly thoroughly enjoyed. I think Ian will be similar in that, in terms of taking that forward. Now what we need to do is try and adapt again and change again to another changing picture, and welcome Kirsty back in the organisation and work together to keep ANGUSalive moving forward.
Perfect. And was it everything you thought it would be?
I think it's probably everything we thought it would be and more. Lots of challenges along the way, but lots of positive aspects to that as well. Trying to build relationships with various different people we maybe haven't worked with before. I think it's been a great part of the challenge. But yeah, really keen to keep that work moving, and also obviously welcome Kirsty back into the team, and see where that takes us over the next wee while.
Perfect. You've mentioned positive aspects there. So a part of our conversation today is chatting about the Inspire Angus campaign that's recently been launched. What can you tell us about the Inspire Angus campaign? What is it?
Yeah, the Inspire Angus campaign is something we launched late last year. It's our donations platform, where we recognise that our services and our facilities are really valued by local communities, and if people can afford to do so, the platform allows the opportunity for people to come on and donate to us to help us maintain those services and take them forward in the future.
Dead right. And we've called it Inspire Angus, and I imagine that's because there's lots of inspirational stories which have happened due to the services that have been provided by ANGUSalive. Do you want to touch on them at all?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've seen lots of different inspirational stories across the patch of ANGUSalive, from our libraries where people come in and engage in all sorts of activities, including dementia-friendly activities, through to simply enjoying a book and learning how to read, through to then our book bug and our various sessions in there for youngsters. We come across into our countryside adventure section, where there's all sorts of stories of people enjoying the great outdoors and getting involved in volunteering and different opportunities that we have, through to various people who have learnt to swim with us, for example, across our sports centres across the last number of years, but most recently from little young ones in our Learn to Swim programme through to those maybe older people in our communities who are also looking to add an extra skill to their skill set.
And in terms, any inspirational story that stands out for you over your time, something you've seen that's just been very impactful?
Yeah, I think it's one that we touched on slightly earlier there when we were chatting through, I think, our Learn to Swim programme. Yes, it inspires youngsters to get involved in swimming. There's obviously all the safety aspects to that. But one of the great stories which I had up in Kirriemuir was Gloria, who's our 84-year-old lady who learnt how to swim through our programme. And that was really to surprise her friends on holiday. And I think that's a real kind of moment where you don't really think of those things, and you just think that's a great inspiration that somebody's used our facilities and our expertise in our programmes to make that happen. And I believe our friends did get a lovely and great surprise on holiday as well.
It did. It was well covered, Colin, and yeah, dead right. Very good, big surprise for our friends, and great to help her overcome her fear of swimming after such a long time. So, Inspire Angus, why now? Why has it been launched now?
Inspire Angus for us now is an opportunity for us to reach out to our local communities, highlight the financial challenges that we obviously are facing. We are a charitable organisation, the same as many charities across the country, facing lots of financial challenges, but we still want to provide the excellent services that we believe we do provide to local communities in Angus. So it's a great opportunity for people, if they can afford to support us and wish to try and keep those services and facilities operating, to jump on board with us and make a donation. No matter how small or how big people can afford to make a donation, we would welcome that to try and reinvest in the facilities and services that we're offering.
Yeah, regarding the investment point you make there, as a not-for-profit, all the pennies go back into the communities, doesn't go into the pockets.
Absolutely, everything that we are doing is trying to deliver a service within a financial challenge that we face, but at the same time, any profit that we do make, we're looking to reinvest back into our facilities. And over the last few years, for example, we have invested in our fitness suites very heavily across our sports centres, which is generating more Be Active members for us. And we're just about to embark on a major investment here at Monikie Country Park with the Aquapark, which will be the first of its kind in Angus. And we're planning to open that in May this year. And again, we see that as an expansion of the excellent water sports that we offer here at Monikie, and how we want to take that forward and provide that service for people, again, of all ages across Angus, from 6-year-old upwards. They'll be able to come and enjoy that facility and enjoy the natural beauty of a spot like we are here in Monikie at this moment.
Brilliant. And How can people take part in the Inspire Angus campaign?
Inspire Angus is, we've tried to make it as really simple as we possibly can. What we would ask people to do is visit our website at angusalive.scot/Inspire Angus. I'll take the guys through to that platform where they can make a donation and help support the services ANGUSalive are offering.
How long, Colin, have you been with ANGUSalive?
I've been with ANGUSalive since we became a trust in December 2015, and for me it's been an inspirational journey to keep on that theme, and I think it's one that I've always had a sports development background and how I want to link with my local communities and provide those services, and how do we adapt to all the changes that have happened over that period of time. It's been 10 years, or near enough 10 years now, that ANGUSalive have been in existence. Quite young for a trust across the country, but I do believe in the products that we're offering. I believe in the people that we have offering those products, and I think we can really move forward into the future in a positive footing.
Yeah, and what do you think people don't know about ANGUSalive?
I think a lot of people around ANGUSalive don't realise the breadth and depth of the services that we offer. That could be from, I think the majority of people will realise that we operate our sports centres, but they won't necessarily know that we run community sports programmes in and around those venues, linking with sports clubs in the areas. A lot of people won't know that we're operating libraries, museums, galleries, archives, and the countryside adventures section of our business, along with the theatre and venues across the county. I think as an organisation, that's a wide and varied number of facilities and services that we offer, and I think it's important that we get that message across as to how we're working with all our partners to try and make that happen, and how the people of Angus can come in and enjoy those facilities.
You mentioned facilities. We recently announced we've got a brand new one coming quite soon, right here in Monikie. What can you tell us about the Aquapark?
Yeah, the Aquapark development for us has been a long time in the making. We've had this plan for a long time in terms of wanting to enhance our water sport offering here at Monikie, and we think that's important in terms of how we become a sustainable organisation moving forward. We do want to do that taking into account the natural beauty that we do have in the space and in this area as well. So the park itself will be based here at the beach area in Monikie, where we currently offer our water sport activities, and we see it as a real enhancement to the area, bringing employment, tourism opportunities, and obviously the most important thing for me is opportunities for our staff and our local communities to get involved in a really exciting development right in our doorsteps in Angus.
Are you going to give it a wee go yourself?
I could think about it, as long as the water's not too chilly. I think I could give it a go. No, absolutely up for a wee challenge with that, and I think it'd be great to get our own teams involved in that, understand the product, linking with local schools in the area as well. We'll get them involved and really hopefully get a lot of buy-in from the community around that. And yeah, more than happy to make a fool of myself jumping off whichever slides and platforms we need to.
Top man, we'll rope you in to do that. You mentioned the schools there, and they're helping us name the Aquapark. How great is that?
Yeah, I think it's fantastic. I think it's great to have the local schools involved, right here on the doorstep again with Monikie Primary and New Biggin Primary Schools. But obviously once we've gone through that process of naming the Aquapark itself, the soft launch, which the guys will help us with, and we'll hopefully get the teachers involved as well, similar to me jumping in the water, hopefully get the teachers involved. Then it's how do we get that opportunity out to the other schools across Angus and make it an attractive offering. Because it's really important that we get those local communities and schools involved. I'm
sure the teachers will be really happy to hear that you're throwing them under the bus there.
I'm sure they will.
Or in this case, throwing them into the water. And finally, Colin, so 2025 started quite well in many regards. A lot of stuff's been happening. Two unfortunate notes to comment on. Recent spate of vandalism, how frustrating and how detrimental is that when you see these great facilities at Forfar Library here at Monikie Country Park damaged?
Yeah, it is a frustration for us, and I think it's something again that people don't really understand and understand the breadth of what we're trying to offer and how much what could be seen as a small incident around what happened here at Monikie with the toilets and also the break-in at Forfar Library. But that does distract our staff from actually dealing with the services we want to deliver. And also it does come with a financial cost as well. And it's really important that what we want to do is enhance our services, deliver our services better for the local communities across the county. And these incidents that do happen don't help that. They hinder it and unfortunately distract time from our staff and also obviously vital money from our budget. So we hope to see none of that in the future. Though we're realistic that these things may well happen in the future, and we'll deal with it again as and when required. But I would ask that if people are aware of anything around that, then please try and report that to us, help us discourage it, and help us try and focus on the positive aspects of delivering our services to the communities.
Perfect. And one final one. What does 2025 have in store for us?
Who knows? Given the last few years, as we've seen from the last probably 5 years or so, things can happen from left field. But as you say, I think we've set off on a positive footing in 2025. As an organisation, I think we're moving in the right direction. We're working really closely with Angus Council and various other partners to keep that going. As I say, we want to enhance our services, we want to develop our services, and we want to deliver services that are valued by people in Angus, but also tourists coming in, whether that's to enjoy a country park venue or enjoy a show at the Webster Theatre. I think we're on a positive footing going into 2025, and we certainly want to drive that forward.
Colin, great job.
Thank you very much, Scott. Thank you.